What's up, guys? Alright, so it's been a really long time since I've streamed, and we kind of have a new team for you guys. So, Untamed Lions, we are now part of Elite Force family, and we are totally excited to be part of Elite Force, and we have recently killed a DX op in 21 hits. So that's something that we wanted to stream. Some crazy beast hits. We've gotten some really crap rolls too. You'll notice that we've gotten like spine, 3 million plus type bases, combinations that have really sucked. But all good. We're here to play, we're here to have fun, and try some crazy hard 25-man DX hits. Let's see. Right now we're at 36,653 force points. I think we've been all the way up to like 37,576. Although that might have been from old double dip. So we've been somewhere close to like 37,400, if I remember correctly, close to 500 from doing 25-man DX. We've done it pretty much straight for the last month or so. Only DX. And you can see this little 3% right here shows that we beat one in the last 30 days. So let's go ahead and watch some hits. So it looks like Dr. Evil is live, but let's go ahead and so you can see kind of our log. Some of our hits, some of our op rolls, like these here, we had like a lot of like crap rolls in a row. Spine on every roll, combo of like spine, jaw, heart, motherboard kind of type hits, or like wings that are like 2 million plus and things like that. So it's been a bit of a rough ride recently, but we're really excited that we beat one, and we'll show you guys some hits. So this op, it looks like we had Phobos, Winged, Trinity, Java, Deja, and Motherboard. So let's start with the FH bases. So this Phobos, I remember, was like 3.2 million or something like that. Let me check the health. Yeah, almost 3.2 million. And we decided we were going to go on Bullet. Yeah, almost 3.2 million. And we decided we were going to go on Bullet. Let me speed it up a little bit. Alright, for those of you guys who are in-game or in YouTube chat, let me know if you guys can hear me okay and hear the music and all of that. Hopefully sound quality is alright because I haven't streamed in a bit. Alright, so poor guy got a little bit of a trim right there. His girls decided to go to the salon, get some waxing done, maybe some lasering. And then look how he shocks Bullet right there by the MGs, right? So all of these rocket launchers are basically in range. So 3 million, 3.2 million. And he was a little bit of GBE short for another taunt, so the MG got him, but he managed to get, I think it was like 2.7 million off board on that hit. So very nicely done from Dr. Evil. Alright, Boss Zuka's next up on Bobo. So he's one of our recent joins. I think he came from 25-man from Hell. So he's only been with us for like a week or so, I believe. So we'll watch him go up. No trim on the grills. Boom. Down goes Phobos in 2. Now, we finished this one in 21 hits, right? And I think we could have actually finished this one in 19 hits, maybe? I think that Phobos could have been a solo, even though it was such a high health. Alright, so next up we have, let's see our other foil on home base, Java. So this is Baja. We like to call him Unboosted Baja, or PP Saver Baja, because he has always liked looking for hits where he can save powder, but so far he's been pretty much hitting full boosted everywhere. We found a team that had like a random account in there that was named Unboosted Baja, so he kind of was like freaking out and said, and was trying to figure out who owned that account, but I think it was just a little bit of a coincidence. So this guy is serious beast on like FH bases and whatnot. Alright, so I'm gonna speed up the walk a little bit. Alright, check out that walk and that smoke time and the flare spots. Perfect timing, flares the core, and then he decides to go really safe on the shocks. Well, check that out. He got super unlucky, and Brick died first shot, so he wasn't able to get the core off. But this was his 4-6 account. Really unlucky there on Brick. What's up, Aziz? What's up, Maurice Weber? Tarantula, Reese, Eric Loft. Nice to see you guys. Alright, and then we got Rita here on Java Finish. She's been a great addition. One of our Russian beasts. Used to be she was one of my like kind of DX finds. So I've been training her on some of these DX bases, but she's also kind of an FH beast. Although that was a scary flare. So we were watching that and like we all held our breaths. Because we were like, oh god, the smoke is so tiny and the flare is really close to the sniper. So she got that down. So we've got now 2 bases down in 4 hits. And then we have Titan. Looks like Titan was in 1 hit. This is Baja. Another beast hit by Baja. Oh wait, looks like this was 2 hits. 1 second, let me see if I can find the other Titan. Ah, here we go. Aziz on Titan first. Alright, so Aziz is going to go bullet. It was so many shocks that we decided bullet was probably the safest play. Smokes up and flares up. Hasn't lost a lay yet. Nice timing on the smoke and the flare. Flares the flame. Hits the hard shock. And ooh, accidentally misses the rocket launcher shock, but still is able to get a decent amount off core. I believe there is like 1.65 million left on the core, if I remember correctly. What's up, Ferns Mac? So, and then we have Baja for Titan Finish. Speed it up a little bit on the walk. And first court and 1, 2. Check out the delay on those shocks and the shock order and timing and all of that. You got the shocks first and the rocket launchers. Perfect shock timing. Very nice hit. Very nice hit. Okay, sorry about that. I think there was a little bit of an echo because I forgot to close the stream window. My bad. Hopefully you guys can hear a little bit better now. Alright, so those were the 3 Forlorn Hope bases. Took 2 hits each on the Forlorn Hope bases. And then now, let's get into some DX bases. So this team we kind of put together about a month ago, right? It was a combination of some of the old Angry Lions and some of the old Angry Monkeys players. So we're kind of working through kind of the transition of that. So it's been kind of an interesting transition. And then a lot of the Bag of DX players have been helping us a lot as well, which we really appreciate. So Fonzie's been an awesome add. We've had Hazy. Plank has even come and said hi to us a bit. So that's been awesome. Just having their support and having them kind of to talk to and look at our hits and whatnot and try and help us out. So let's see. Alright, so next up is one of our DX bases. So this one, I didn't think that we could get this Trinity in 3. When I say that, it's because there's been some major supercell crap going on when it comes to Trinity. When it comes to Sparky, keeping Sparky alive, the grapplers seem to love to grab Sparky. And she keeps walking right in my hits. So, with this health, so you can see it was a 350 Trinity. There weren't too many rocket launchers, which is good. Let me pause this real quick. Not too many rocket launchers, right? But this core was 33 million or so. And this core was 33 million or so. So we're like, we know we have crap luck with Sparky and this grappler. There's 4 Simmos. We got lucky that there weren't any shock blasters here. And then there's all 4 Simmos on this side, right? So V, one of our Beast DX hitters, was in kind of a couple of 25-man DX teams and 50-man DX teams. And so he's going first on Trinity. Decides to hack that boom cannon because it's going to be an issue for clearing on the right core. So he decided it would be smart to hack that. And then these 2 rocket launchers we usually hack anyways. And then this odd beach rocket launcher is not really an issue. So he threw the early smokes. Shock Simmo once, double hacks. And then 1 shock on the mortar, another shock on the mortar. This is with a couple of gramps to try and get that mortar down. And then also what happens is usually the gramps you see are now targeting that slot in. So this is kind of a new strategy that I think Bag of DX had figured out. in terms of getting Gramps to target flat without using kind of a shock or GBE, so that means you can usually have one more thing. So then you land Gramps, and they love to spread, which is again why that boom cannon right there, we had hacked it, because otherwise you'd lose a bunch of Gramps to the boom cannon. So I'll speed this up here. So again, these cores are about 33 million or so. So he's able to get quite a bit off, right? So this is a 5/5 account that he was on. So it looks like 16 million or so was left on core, if I remember correctly, because I spent a bunch of time calculating. So 16.5 or 16.7 million on right side core was left. And then you have the full health here. This waiver was something like 400k or whatever, plus the symbos and all of that. So we're like, it's probably 3 more hits, right? Alright, we'll watch this. Next hit was, this is a 3/7 account, so 7 troop damage, 3 GBE. So we decide, alright, maybe we can get right core down and start left core, right? So on this hit, so on this hit, we have 4 boats. See, look at that. Sparky gets grabbed, like first thing. She's like tucked in the corner and then she walks to the right. Like, we've had that happen so many times. So you got this one Gramp that's shooting Simo, and that's now kind of a standard play where you use one Gramp to kill the leftmost Simo, because this is the Simo that reaches most of the girls. All these other Simos, you can get like 4 or 5 boats, something like that, right? So that core is going, and you got this core going. Speed it up a little bit. So, unfortunately, we landed a little high on the right side. So this Simo had actually gotten maybe half a boat or so. So we had calculated that 3 boats on right would be able to kill the 16-something million. Maybe leave it where you would leave like maybe 1 boat for the right side. But unfortunately, this happens. So because the landing was a little bit too high, too many girls got eaten. So then we were like, well, crap, this is definitely 2 more. And we have a 1/9 account. So 25 min DX, you usually have a bunch of various different kind of specialty accounts, right? So you've got the high GBE, like the 8 GBEs, 9 GBEs, lots of 7 GBEs, and then you have like the really, really high TD counts. So the like 9 TDs, 8 TDs, 7 TDs, a lot of 4/6 accounts. So we happen to have a 1/9 account. We're like trying to calculate, like, can we use 1 boat for the right side? Can we do like, 7 boats left? And then we calculated and we figured out, well, there's not enough time for 1 boat Azukas on the right side. So we had to go 2 boats. So we're like, oh crap, chances are 2 hits. But then watch this. We have the 1/9. And keep in mind, Sparky got grabbed really early on this hit, right? So we're like, we're definitely screwed. We're definitely screwed. So you see Sparky started to inch to the right, right? And then she just stopped. And we're like, maybe we're going to get lucky. Landing boats on the right. And look, we actually get lucky for once, and the grappler is grabbing critters. rather than Zukas. Because normally this grappler, with these simmos here, the critters get eaten really quickly, so the grappler tends to end up grabbing Zukas. But I think because we had shocked a couple of times, it allowed for some critter poop to come up. So it was actually actually helped us out. We were able to get this core down because some critter poop build up. So I'll actually get out of this hit and show you guys, and you guys can see how long it took for this hit to take. Again, this is like 66 million total health, right? 4 minutes and 2 seconds. So that means there was like 18 seconds left of the hit. We got really lucky there. One more Zuka, 2 Zukas, the grappler grabbed, we would not have finished that in 3. So, Trinity in 3, 66 million health. Alright, so now we're like, alright, this off is starting to look good. Let's keep going. And then we did Deja. So this Deja is not terrible. Only 2 waivers on the left side for what we call the sexy walk. And these rocket launchers, I think we're a little bit of a high health, so a little bit of an issue. But not really any kind of rocket launchers that needed hacking or whatnot. So I think we decided to do a setup hit first. So we figured out this kind of strategy where you can clear some mines with heavies, except for didn't quite land correctly, which is fine. But it saves you like a little bit of mine clearing, especially when you need to borrow a lot. And then just land Zukas all around, some Gramps, some Grens. All of this is just to gain GBE to Bart. And then lots of mine clearing, right? So you want to get most of these mines cleared because the core health on these were something like 18 million or so. Well, the shield, and then plus then you have the regular core. So you're looking at about 19 to 20 million or so, which means you need a 5/5. So it's a little bit hard to do that if you don't have all those mines cleared. And so this hit was able to get most of these rocket launchers barded. I think barded like over 120k or something like that, plus most of these mines. Next hit, 5/5, going left side. And you'll see something a little bit unfortunate happens. So, typically these Zukas, when you do sexy walk, they'll walk in a straight line. And you should usually be able to pass the first 2 waivers if using just 1 shock on each waiver, right? So that's what was done here. But you notice how the Zukas didn't quite settle up top. So you actually have some Zukas who aren't walking in a straight line. You see those Zukas right there? They hit a mine, and by this point, the hit is screwed. You automatically know you need another hit. So we try to do kind of a couple extra BOs, make sure to clear the core, don't clear too many cells, but this hit at this point, crazy. So we're like, oh man, we saved a hit on Trinity, and now we're doing an extra hit on Deja. So we're like, crap. So look how close we get like literally a few extra grills, few extra seconds, and left core would be down. But now we have to spend an extra hit on left core. So then we decide, alright, we're just going to set it up really, really nicely. Make sure all the rocket launchers and the mines are down. Originally we had planned on barding all of those, but because we were trying to use extra BO on the left side, we ended up not having any GBE to do any mines or barding. So we take a high GBE just to make sure that everything gets set up perfect. And you notice that Sparky is brought. So the reason why Sparky gets brought is you see the critter poop starts clearing some of these mines. That allows for kind of lots of farming, extra GBE, and all of that will get spent on kind of clearing all of these mines around here, guarding these rocket launchers. You see essentially all of that entire top left side was cleared. And now it's very nicely set up. All mines cleared. And now we're just throwing some extra arts on the microwaver to make it easier to go down. Set up nicely so that 5-5 can hit it right. And again, kind of difficult for a 5-5. We were lucky that we have the GBE tribe right now. Otherwise, this would have needed probably a 6-4 to hit it, and then even then would have been really hard from a damage perspective to get this down. So, last hit, Lion Tamer 5-5. So, for those of you guys who don't do Deja much, you want to use one shock on the first waver, because otherwise you run out of GP pretty quickly. You're going to do one shock on the first waver, and then you want to kind of typically try to come out of smoke shocking. I don't know if we actually did that this op, so we'll see. But you see that flare spot right there? Right out of waver range. That'll allow you to walk up that first waver with just one shock. And then you see how the smokes aren't all the way where the flare spot is? That's what you want to aim for. That'll save you usually your, 12th or 11th smoke. Sometimes your 13th smoke if it's a hot bead, which is a lot of GBE. So that will typically allow you to bring kind of a little bit of a higher TD account, which is good. So typically you don't want to press BO before you get there, but this person wanted to clear all of that in one shock as best as possible. So I'll speed this up a little bit, but you guys can obviously tell that it went down. So that was Deja in 3 hits. So by now we're like, alright, off is looking okay. Not too many breezies, just the one on Deja. We got the 3 FH bases down in 6 hits total. Trinity in 3, Deja in 4. So that's 13 hits. So now we have 12 hits for 2 bases. So we're like, alright, we can do this. We can do this. We have Winged, which has been kind of our nemesis lately. And then we have Motherboard. So Motherboard can take, really, like, depending on the play, can take like 5-6 hits or so. Winged is typically like 6 to 5 hits as well. So let's start with Winged. So this one is slightly easier than standard, which helped. The SGs were 270k, if I remember correctly. So first hit, we'll see. What's up, JL? Alright, so you typically 2-smoke Beach because of these lasers, right? That one I kind of accidentally stretched out a little bit riskily. Flare. Luckily, don't lose delay. Yeah, it has been, JL. How have you been? And then flare up for SGs. So far, no delay last. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decided to go safe on shocks, shock these sniper towers because you can see like we didn't use brick, right? So we needed to make sure that there was enough Zukas around to be able to kill the SGs, because this is what we're trying to do after. So now this hit has killed all of left SGs and double hacked around the right core, which is what was needed because that waver is pretty nasty. Oh look, Romeo's just in time to watch his hit. So Romeo, I would say, is one of our best winged lower core clears. And it's with kind of a new strategy that actually he developed with Gramps. So you guys actually, I'm not sure if this one he did with Gramps, but you guys get to see the master, and the master is in YouTube chat right now. Yes, he does use Gramps. Okay, so you guys get to see a show. So this is Romeo. Like I said, one of our beast winged lower core clearers. I think he's the only person who can really do this hit well. Alright, so he is going to hack that rocket launcher, it seems. So when you hack that rocket launcher, it's essentially a one-shot clear. And he used a boat of heavies because it saves 2 or 3 smokes. And then rather than smoke, he's just shocking because they're going to start clearing now. So we that up a little bit. So this is a way to save a lot of GBE and get some like higher damage counts on there to clear, things like that. You kind of typically clear the entire world, which is nice, and you stay out of shock blaster range. And sometimes you'll end up clearing some of these like flamethrowers, which can end up killing a couple of your Grens for the Gren hit. So now you see that the flames are down, all lower core is down. It's literally like this guy is like beast at this hit. So now he's like, I got some GBE. What do I do with it? So he's guarding that rocket launcher. And then he clears the mines up top and down below. So, very, very, very sick hit from Romeo. Alright, next up we have Sky on FAQ. FAQ on Winged. So this was this his first op with us? I think this literally must have been first op for both Boss and for FAQ. So FAQ is also from 25 and from Hell. He's also former Lions, played with us in Lions. So we kind of picked him up with an alt account, and he was like, alright, I got the top SGs. So here he goes. He's been super, super great addition to our team. Plans out all of his hits very, very well. Talks out his plans. Always thinking about how he can save hits. So, gets all SGs down. And then starts to grin. So this is to help kind of soften up everything a little bit, because it's hard to do a full setup lower core when you also have to hack. In terms of timing, because you want the Grens to overthrow the waivers, to get the Simmos, and it wasn't exactly like the lowest of health hits either in terms of bases. So he's over here, the one boat of Grens, he's getting some decent damage off of those SBs up there, which actually really, really helps a lot. What's up, boss? Maurice says, this is cool to watch. I'm used to MA. Yeah. DX is like a completely different type thing. It's almost like, so I like to compare 25-man DX to 10-man MA. It's like always about calculating force points, who should go where, things like that. It's pretty fun, actually. Alright, so we are 3 hits into Winged. Left SGs, top SGs, and lower core are all cleared. So now we've got Sky on Winged. So we're like, do we grab ride? Do we not grab ride? We decided to grab ride. But I think the landing was a little bit off. So for some reason there was a little bit delay lost, which is not quite usual. But luckily, that goes off. And Sparky doesn't die. And then it's a quick flare up, because time is of the essence for this hit. Because lower core has most of the stuff up. And look, because Romeo had gotten all of the flames with his Grand Throw, when you flare the Waver, you don't get like a quarter of your Grens killed when you try and flare. So that actually helped as well with taking down these damaged, these Wavers and Simbos and stuff in one. So speed up. So that's Sky. Okay, now see what happened here. That Simba didn't go down because I guess there was. Oops, shoot. Sorry about that, guys. You guys are gonna have to watch this hit again. That was a total accident. Didn't mean to do that. So what I was trying to say was, when we get to that part again, you'll notice that it looked like the Waver had gotten a little bit of damage on it from the Gren hits when you tried to do the SBs. So there wasn't actually enough overthrow to kill the Simo. I think it was a little bit of an off placement. Should have been like one more tile right or something like that when she flared that Waver. But then when the Waver goes down and you see that the Simo is still like decently high, decent health, she flares right and then flares that SG. And that also helps with overthrow on that Simo. But the one thing to be careful of is you don't want to kill the SGs because the Rusher tends to need the GBE. So now you've got the entire lower core clear. And now she's just clearing mines for the Rusher just to make it easy. Where's MG, just in case a shot gets missed. And so on core. Next we have Fonzie. So this is Fonzie on Rush. So Fonzie has been kind of like our winged rusher and some of the runway rushers as well. Okay, so keep in mind the hit numbers now. So we had said 6 for the FH bases, right? And then 3 for Trinity and 4 for Deja. So we're at 13. Then we do winged. We've already done 4 hits on winged. So that's 17. This is hit number 18. So we're like, all right, off is looking okay. If Fonzie gets this in 1, then this will be really good, right? Then we'll have 7 hits for Motherboard. And check out what Fonzie does. He likes to throw critters before he throws smokes. It like drives me nuts every time because I am always scared he's going to lose delay. But easy rush by Fonzie. Makes it look so simple. Literally probably could have gotten another like, I don't know, 600k off the core. So nicely done by Fonzie. Alright, now we're like, okay, this off is looking good. We think we can finish it. Let's not celebrate too early yet. We still have Motherboard. So this is Motherboard. We actually got some really good sabos on Motherboard. So that actually helped a lot. We got the Beach Simo, which is here. And then we got the we got a super mortar, which is like by this power cell right here. So we're like, oh, we can do a free snipe play now. Because we were originally thinking, we might need to do an SG's play. So we're like, alright, free snipe now. So we got Junie opening up. So he's going to try and hack some rocket launchers. He doesn't quite get the double. So he decides to shock the laser. And then, look, he's trying to go for 2 more rocket launchers. So he gets 5 hacks on open. Romeo said, I forgot to mention this is no way a 3-hitter. Yeah, I did not think that they could get this in 3 hits. So they had planned this. I think they'd been planning this probably all day, even though we weren't even sure like how we were going to do the hits yet, and how many hits we would have for Motherboard. I think they've been planning this literally for like 10 hours. And so now you have Junie. He's got 5 hacks down and using Gramps to clear some of the beach. Adds another boat of Gramps there as he gets more GBE, and then starts adding some Zookas to help clear a little faster. So this right here is after 1 hit. The entire beach is clear. Most of the hacks are done. And I'm like, alright. They say they can get this in 2 more. I don't think so still. Because this laser tends to like to kill Gramps. Then you have this laser that also likes to kill Gramps. And there's still a bunch of stuff to clear. So I'm like, I don't think he can get in 3. Alright, so we got Romeo, which is your buddy Romeo, going. And he is going to do some more hack hits. He needs to work on his art aim though, right there, left 2 mines up. Just kidding. Sorry, not hacks. He's using bullet and, oh, this hit is crazy, guys. This is another hit that he's figured out on other bases, which is like red line, open, and stuff like that, using bullet and Gramps to clear. And like, essentially taunting the world. Like, it's absolutely nuts. So he flares where he wants bullet. And then you'll see things get taunted. You got the lasers all firing in the directions that don't matter in terms of not killing troops. Was a tiny bit late on that one taunt. And like, now I just have like bullet taking fire in all the right places, and Zookas and Gramps clearing the world. Like, this guy has been literally like, this guy is so beast when it comes to bullet Gramp hits. Alright, so now he clears that rocket launcher because he's like, oh, I'm kind of running out of GP. Almost gets the laser down. And then I think he was going to flare back, but unfortunately Bullet had died. So, this is what it looks like after 2 hits. So I'm like, well, right now I'm kind of eating crow and saying that they can't get in 3. This looks okay. But I'm still thinking, I don't actually know if this can go in 3 hits. So in like 1 more hit. Because, like, you know, that laser we've been kind of unlucky on. And then these rocket launchers, you know, so we can't technically really free snipe from 3 that well. That rocket launcher is there. So, like, what do I do? Right? So Romeo's like, go Bullet Zookas, you idiot. I'm like, okay, fine. So, Bullet Zookas. Killed the laser. Marked the MG because this MG is a problem. So shock Bullet there. And you'll see we flare Zooka's back and flare the SGs. So this time those MGs are in range and the laser is going to shoot horizontally. And then you see the shock launcher is going to still shoot at Bullet. The laser is shooting at Bullet. The rocket launchers are shooting at Bullet. So far it looks good, right? And then we're looking at the GBE, and we're like, GBE is getting a little low. GBE is getting a little low. So it's kind of like a bit of a like, can we get it? Can we get it? Can we get it? So that core is down. And then you see that crystal shield? That's when all the GBU is gone. So if that little core hadn't popped on that shot, or the next shot, not sure how much more we would have been able to get down. But that is Motherboard in 3 hits, guys. 3 hits. So now you have it. Untamed Lions doing DX in 21 hits. Nuts. Some great hits. 66 million Trinity in 3. A Motherboard in 3. Wing in 5. Crazy, crazy hits on DX bases. So, hopefully we'll have some decent rolls and show you guys some more 25-man DX ops being beaten. But thank you guys to... We actually want to say big thanks to Elite Force, to Planky, to Bag of DX, especially Fonzie, E-Man, etc. For kind of taking us under your wings and kind of helping us out. You know, big shout out to everybody on the team. It's been very, very difficult trying to plan 25-man DX ops for 30 ops in a row. We might go back to some sort of FHDX split again at some point, but who knows. But it's been an awesome ride, awesome journey, awesome team, and we were really, really excited to show you guys having DX down in 21. So DP is out, and we'll see you for the next stream. Bye, guys.